Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson in what became one of the most highly anticipated boxing matches of the year. The fight, held on Friday night, saw the 27-year-old YouTube star face off against the boxing legend in a showdown that generated excitement among fans, celebrities, and sports enthusiasts alike. However, despite the immense build-up, the bout did not live up to many people's expectations. As the fight progressed, it was clear that Tyson, now 58, was unable to keep up with Paul's energy and precision. Tyson, who had previously been considered one of the greatest boxers of all time, found himself struggling in the ring as he only managed to land a few punches against his younger opponent. His age appeared to be a significant factor, with Tyson showing signs of exhaustion as the rounds wore on. By the 8th round, many fans in the arena were visibly unimpressed with the lack of action, with some even beginning to boo the fighters. The energy in the stadium, once electric, began to fizzle out as Paul continued to dominate. Tyson's punches, while powerful, lacked the intensity they once had in his prime years. Fans had hoped for a thrilling encounter, but what unfolded was a largely one-sided affair, leaving many questioning the timing of Tyson's return to the ring. His age and physical limitations were clear, but the fight was still an intriguing spectacle due to the larger-than-life personalities involved. As the fight progressed, several notable figures were spotted in the audience, adding an extra layer of glamour to the event. Among the stars in attendance were Hollywood actress Charlize Theron, pop star Joe Jonas, NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal, comedian Cedric the Entertainer, actress Rosie Perez, Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, boxing icon Roy Jones Jr., NFL star Rob Gronkowski, and many others. These A-list celebrities flocked to Arlington, Texas, to witness the clash between two of the most talked-about figures in the world of combat sports. The presence of these stars added to the spectacle, even as the fight itself left many disappointed. Jake Paul made a grand entrance before the match, arriving in a lowrider alongside his brother Logan Paul. His entrance was accompanied by the iconic song "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins, a nod to the famous scene from the 2009 comedy film The Hangover, where Mike Tyson himself is seen jamming out to the song. Paul's entrance was part of the showmanship that has become a hallmark of his boxing career, adding an entertainment element to the fight that went beyond just the sport itself. Tyson, on the other hand, opted for a more low-key approach, walking into the ring solo without the extravagant entourage that often accompanies big-name fighters. In a poignant moment before the fight, Tyson paid tribute to his late daughter Exodus, who tragically passed away in 2009 at the age of 4. Tyson had Exodus' name stitched into his shorts, a gesture that carried a deep personal meaning. Exodus died in a tragic accident when she was strangled by a treadmill cord, a heartbreaking loss that Tyson has spoken about in interviews over the years. The fighter's homage to his daughter was a reminder of the personal struggles and tragedies Tyson has endured throughout his life, beyond the boxing ring. The tension between the two fighters was palpable in the days leading up to the match. On Thursday, just one day before the fight, an altercation occurred during the pre-fight weigh-ins at the Toyota Music Factory in Irving, Texas. Tyson slapped Paul across the face during a tense moment on stage. The situation quickly escalated when Paul, who was wearing shoes, crawled over to Tyson and accidentally stepped on the older fighter's bare toes. Tyson, visibly in pain, responded by slapping Paul, leading to a flurry of security personnel rushing to intervene and break up the scuffle. Despite the physical confrontation, Paul remained calm and unfazed, laughing off the slap and even hyping up the crowd by shouting, "Let's go!" Tyson later explained his actions in an interview with the New York Post, offering insight into why he had slapped Paul. "I was in my socks and he had on shoes," Tyson explained. "He stepped on my toe because he is a fucking a hole." Tyson admitted that, at first, he had tried to give Paul the benefit of the doubt, assuming it had been an accident. But, after further reflection, he concluded that it might have been intentional. "I wanted to think it happened by accident," Tyson said, "but now I think it may have happened on purpose. I was in a lot of pain. I had to reciprocate." Despite Tyson's frustration, Paul remained remarkably composed throughout the incident, downplaying the impact of the slap. He told the media that he didn't even feel it, brushing off the confrontation as part of the build-up to the fight. For Paul, the altercation seemed to fuel his confidence as he prepared to face Tyson in the ring, further stoking the rivalry between the two fighters. The incident only added to the drama surrounding the match, increasing the stakes for the showdown. The fight itself, while hyped up as a clash between two combat sports icons, ultimately showcased the stark difference in physical conditioning and experience between the two fighters. Tyson, once known for his ferocious power and speed, was unable to match the younger Paul, who was quicker, sharper, and able to avoid most of Tyson's punches. The event may have marked the end of Tyson's return to boxing, raising questions about whether age and wear and tear had caught up with him. On the other hand, Jake Paul's victory served as another feather in his cap as he continues to build a career in the boxing world, despite criticisms that he is more of a showman than a serious fighter. As the final bell rang, signaling the end of the match, it was clear that Jake Paul had earned a convincing victory over Mike Tyson. While the fight may not have lived up to expectations in terms of intensity, it still generated significant media attention and viewership. The match was a spectacle, but it also highlighted the challenges of aging in professional sports, with Tyson's performance serving as a reminder that even legends can struggle when time is not on their side. For Tyson, the fight may have been a bittersweet reminder of his past greatness, while for Paul, it was another milestone in his unconventional boxing journey. The aftermath of the match saw Paul take to social media to celebrate his victory, while Tyson's camp remained tight-lipped about the result. The boxing world will likely continue to scrutinize Paul's career, questioning whether his wins are the result of real skill or just a series of carefully chosen opponents. Meanwhile, Tyson's legacy remains intact despite the disappointment of his performance in the ring. As for the future of both fighters, it remains to be seen what's next. Will Jake Paul continue to pursue a career in boxing, or was this just another chapter in his quest for fame? And for Mike Tyson, will this defeat mark the end of his boxing comeback, or will he attempt to step into the ring once again to reclaim some of the glory he once had? Only time will tell what lies ahead for these two fighters, but one thing is certain, their bout will be remembered as a defining moment in the modern era of celebrity boxing.